my name is Deborah Pangol. I live at 19 East Hudson in the Villas. I'm here tonight as a member of the Concerned Residents of Lower Township that was formed recently based on some experiences that our community is having here in the Villas. And I wanted to bring this to your attention because of the serious nature of what my husband and I experienced the last several months with law enforcement, juveniles, targeting, stalking, and disrupting our lives in the Villas. So I wanted you to appreciate what was going on in real time, and then we'll talk later about some solutions. But I'm here to bring to your attention the serious need for stronger law enforcement to protect and bring safety to our community. I'm here because my home was targeted by juveniles and hoodlums for months recently. And I just brought photographs because I know these things can become abstractions and just thoughts, but I wanted you to see they're blurred so that I'm not describing the individuals, but I wanted people here and for you to see this is what was taking place in front of my home off and on for 3 months on our street with these kids, quote, juveniles, whatever you want to call them, but this is what it looks like.
We should not be showing pictures of juveniles at a public meeting.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to tell you that, but it's kind of illegal for us to do that.
Okay.
Okay, but you can welcome to just to explain everything to us.
Okay, fine. Sorry, I didn't know that. I apologize. Now, this was not considered a ding-dong ditch. They set off large fireworks close to our house at 10:30 at night. They went to our front door and our back door at 10 o'clock, 8 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, 7, 9, threw stuff at our door. They called us the C word, the B word, and the N word. They also lied to the police. Police arrived and told us about the juvenile law, and they told us that based on this law, there was very little that they could do. I want to say that, we dealt with a lot of officers who did come to our home because we were calling them 5 or 7 times a week because that's how often this was going on. And it was not stopping, it was only getting worse. And of course, we were living in a very, very stressful situation with this. I have to tell you, I still can't believe that this actually happened to us here in the Villas or anywhere, by the way. I want to say that the police were very caring, they were very respectful, and they came to try to help. But over and over and over again, we were told because of this, quote, juvenile law that I now have looked at in detail, and there was plenty more that could have been done, rather than telling us their hands were tied, they were frustrated as well, you're not allowed to chase them, so on and so forth. I mean, this is exactly what you don't want to hear from police when, these hoodlums are causing such extraordinary stress on our lives all the time. And it was just hard to believe that it was not stopping. We were left to feel helpless, and we had no clue when it was going to stop. We were not sleeping, we were stressed. Each day, we woke up to know when the evening was coming. My husband and I would ask each other, well, what time are they going to come? Do you think they'll come late? Do you think they'll do something more serious? What is going to happen tonight? We really got to a point, to be honest with you, where, I talked to many officers. We were like, we don't even want to call you anymore. I mean, nothing's happening. It's just going on and on and on, and it's getting worse, actually. And I have to tell you, this law emboldened these kids, juveniles, whatever you want to call them. I mean, they literally, when we called the police early on, that's when they got upset and decided to target us. We did nothing to, bring on such a situation, by the way. So it was basically because we called the police. They were making fun of the police in front of us. They were laughing, go ahead and call them. They're not going to do anything while they're, running all over our property at night and screaming and yelling and just causing complete havoc. I mean, we would just be getting up and grabbing our phones and calling the police and running down the street, and this went on night after night after night. And so I really wanted you to understand the serious nature of this. And I don't really want, I'm here basically because while this was posted and other people were finding out, lo and behold, we discovered that other people in this community had the egging, had the kids running up and down their street doing stuff, you know. They were kicking in other people's doors and throwing fireworks at other people's doors. So, I mean, it begs the question, I'm sorry, how is this going to be handled and when? You know, I mean, we were just at a point where we really felt like we were targeted, stalked, and being held hostage in our home. I mean, there were times where we were like, I don't know, should we go out to dinner? What are we gonna come back to? So I wanted you to fully appreciate what this experience was like, and that the police really, they were so cooperative and wanting to do something, but you know, we had this understanding that this law was protecting and emboldening these kids. After reading the law thoroughly, I find out that there was a lot more that could have been done. So I have a real issue with that. So anyways, I just really wanted the council to understand this and to know that, you know, we need stronger enforcement. We need some sort of oversight in these situations. This is not a one-off. I believe we were targeted for a long period of time, obviously, but there are other situations that have come up where the police have gone multiple times to other homes. One recently on Pacific Avenue, August 6th, there was a stabbing. This was a home where the police were called multiple times again. So, you know, the question is, what can you really take into consideration? We would love to meet with the chief of police and really sit down in case this begins to happen again. And by the way, my husband and I moved down here from New York 4 years ago. We love the villas, we love our home, but after this, we're really going to move to another part of the island or you know, Cape May, obviously, because this was still stressful. And I want to say that there's like this weird hangover with it even now. The kids have not returned for approximately 2 weeks. So we're like, okay, fine, we hope that that's going to continue. But every now and then we hear something in our yard, they jumped over, leaped over, they were in our front yard, all over the house, and we still kind of relive like, uh-oh, it's starting again. So I need this to really be addressed in a more serious way with law enforcement, with you, and so on. And also to mention that we really do appreciate the police who did come to our home, and I think genuinely wanted to do more and could have helped. You know, this situation is something that I find really, really important for the community, especially regarding protection and safety and, you know, for all of us here. So that's why I'm here, and hopefully, you know, we will be here again and we can walk through, you know, some sort of guidelines or what can be done, because it was totally unacceptable for us to go through this for off and on for 3 months by teens, juveniles, whatever. So I'm here to just let you know that and to lay this at your feet, and hopefully we can come to some sort of solution together and help, you know, help the community.
Are you available to come in for maybe a meeting this week?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay,
Absolutely.
because the chief of police is right behind you.
Yeah.
That's why he's here today, okay? We've dealt with these issues in the past. Every once in a while, every couple of years, things like this pop up. And we find it's much more productive to talk, not in a public meeting. We have a meeting with the chief, manager, and come up with a plan of action to address these issues.
Okay.
Okay,
I would
so if you
appreciate
could,
that.
if you
That's
could reach
something-
out with Mr. Laffey and he'll,
Okay.
chief, and if I'm available, I'll also come to the meeting too. But nobody should
Yeah.
live like you're living, we
Right.
all agree with that, okay? But the best thing to do, I think, is to come in and meet offline, have a face-to-face, and come up with a good plan to address these issues.
That would be exactly what we had tried to do off and on throughout all this, and we
Okay.
talked to many other people.
We'll
So
do it this week
I
if you can.
appreciate that so much, and thank you for your time.
Okay.